Latinas, you want to build stronger glutes and hamstrings without hurting your lower back. I want to show you step by step how to perform the Romanian deadlifts the right way. RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, are an amazing exercise that is going to target your hamstrings, your glutes, and your lower back stabilizers. There are two different types of deadlifts. We have the RDLs, which is the one I'm going to show you guys soon, and we have the conventional deadlifts. So the main difference between the two: with the conventional, you can go much heavier. It focuses mainly on building more power, more strength. And with the RDLs, it's more for muscle hypertrophy. So it's gonna give you that nice look that you wanna have with your lower body. With the RDLs, it's mainly, remember, just hamstrings and glutes and lower back stabilizers. With the conventional, you use more of pretty much your whole lower body. So your quads and also your forearms. So they look pretty much the same, but also there's a few key differences. I'm not really gonna go over this one. We're just gonna be talking about the RDL today. If you ever felt lower back pain while doing this exercise, or maybe after performing this exercise, it's probably because you're making one of the mistakes that I'm about to share with you guys. Maybe you're making one of them, maybe you're making a few of them, maybe you're making all of them. And if you are, that's okay. But the main thing that I want you to do right now is to fix those mistakes so you don't get injured and you're able to perform this exercise all the time, because it's an amazing exercise. Yeah, I've got a list right here, so don't forget anything. So the first mistake that I see many women making at the gym, and I used to make this mistake, is having the barbell way too far from your body. If you're pushing the barbell forward, you're not really focusing on hinging with the hips, and you're not really focusing on targeting the right muscle groups. Plus, you put too much stress on your back, because it's gonna be like you're gonna be stretching your back and you're not really keeping the bar close to your body. So mistake number one, keeping the bar too far away from your body. Mistake number two, lowering the bar way too much, pretty much all the way to the floor. The problem with this, when you lower the bar all the way, you start rounding your lower back. You might not feel it too much that day that you're doing it, but with time, this will help you to get an injury, and that's something we're trying to prevent. So just keep this in mind. You don't have to go all the way down, because if you do, your lower back is going to start rounding, and that's when you feel the pain. Next mistake, and this is a very, very, very common one, and I can guarantee you're probably making this one: squeezing your glutes at the top. Like squeezing your glutes all the way at the top. You don't have to do this. You just don't. When you go up and you squeeze your glutes too much, you're simply putting too much pressure on your lower back. And with time, what's gonna happen? You're gonna get injured. And that's something, once again, we try and avoid. There's no need for you to squeeze your glutes at the top. You don't have to. With the Romanian deadlift, we wanna keep the tension on the working muscles. So you don't have to go all the way down, because that's gonna lower your lower back, that's gonna round your lower back, and you don't have to squeeze your glutes at the top, because it's gonna put too much pressure on your lower back. Next mistake, and maybe this is something that's gonna surprise you a little bit, but I've seen so many women wearing running shoes or walking shoes, or just, random shoes when they do this exercise. Why is this a problem? Because when you wear too much cushion, so if you wear running shoes, it has a lot of cushion, which it does help you for running, for walking. Even when you do upper body, that's completely fine, because we're not using our legs. But when you do lower body, especially RDLs, squats, leg press, hack squats, lunges, we wanna make sure, or you wanna make sure, that you use shoes that are nice and flat. If the shoes are nice and flat, then your feet is gonna be grounded. It's gonna be closer to the floor. You're gonna have more balance. But if you have that cushion, if you have those running shoes, you're gonna lose your balance a little bit. You simply won't be able to push with your heels. You won't be able to activate your glutes too much. So what I suggest with this, it's always taking the shoes off. If you're okay with that, I personally like it. I think it's better. You don't have to. Or you can wear some flat shoes, like some Converse, Vans, just anything that's like nice and flat, so you're more grounded. Last mistake, and also a very common one, going too heavy, like going way too heavy and losing control. If your technique is not on point yet, and you go from lifting, let's say 10 kgs to lifting 100 kgs overnight, this is gonna put a lot of pressure on your lower back, and you'll be more likely to get an injury, right? We don't want that. You don't have to go heavy. There's no point of you going heavy if your technique is not on point. There's no point of you going heavy if you're not able to control the movement. With this exercise, not just with this one, but with any other exercise, we want to make sure that we control the whole movement when you go up, when you go down, like the whole time. If you can't control it, it means that you're going too heavy. So lower the weight because we don't need to get injured, okay? We don't want ego lifting. We want lifting with the right technique, with a good posture, with somebody that's going to help you. I'm going to show you guys step by step how to do this exercise so you don't have that lower back pain anymore. Okay, first things that you notice in the video, I've got a belt, I've got the wrist straps, and I'm not wearing any shoes at all. So with the shoes, remember what I told you earlier, just to keep my feet nice and stable, nice and flat. You don't have to remove your shoes. You can wear Converse or Vans, just anything flat, perfect. With the belt, do you have to use a belt? It depends. If you are a beginner and you're just getting started with everything, no, you don't have to worry about this just yet. In the future, yes. But if you're a little bit more advanced, intermediate, then I will suggest you get a belt because it will help you protect your lower back, especially when you start lifting heavier. It's an amazing accessory that it's worth investing in. And with the wrist straps, same as the belt. If you're a beginner, don't worry about it yet. Work on your forearm strength. If you're more intermediate, advanced, I would say yes, get them. We are not power lifters, so that tool, that accessory is going to help us lift a little bit heavier. The second thing, or the first thing with your stance, you want to make sure that you keep your feet shoulder width. So you don't want to have your feet too wide. You don't want to have them too close because then you're going to lose your balance. You want to have them shoulder width, exactly how I'm doing in this video. With your hands or your arms, they're also going to be shoulder width, but a little bit wider. If they're too far apart, if they're too close, it's going to feel extremely uncomfortable. We don't want that. Shoulder width, a little bit wider, that's perfect. With your back or your chest, keep your chest upright. That's going to help you keep your back nice and straight throughout the movement. You don't have to, overdo it and go like that. Just a little bit upright, back nice and straight. And your head is gonna or should follow the movement the whole time, okay? So when you're going down, your head will go down. When you're going up, your head will go up. The reason why I say this is because another mistake that I've seen many women making is that they look up the whole time, and that just puts too much tension on their neck. You're gonna get neck pain. We don't want that. Or they look into different sides. We don't want that. Just make sure your head follows the movement. If you're just gonna do this, or if you just wanna work on your technique, I would say do it body weight only, so you can work on the movement, or use a barbell with no weights, just to practice your technique. Once you feel it's better, then start adding the weights. Okay, so we get the barbell, we hold it. You want to hold the barbell or keep the barbell very close to your body throughout the movement. So you can see my legs are here and the barbell is pretty much touching my legs the whole time. If we want to keep our back nice and straight, then keep the barbell close to your body. It doesn't have to be touching, but literally just before it touches, that's where you want to stop. Now I'm going to play the video so you can see how what it looks like when I go down. The main things that I want you to pay attention here, notice how I'm taking my time when I go down and when I go up. You don't have to rush the movement, okay? Take your time, especially on the way down, and then on the way up, on the contraction, you can go a little bit faster. So when you go down, once again, keep the barbell very close to your body. In your head, you can think 3 seconds. So 3 seconds down, 3, 2, 1. 1 second at the bottom, hold it, and then 1 second up. That's sort of the speed that you want to go the whole time. It might be a little bit challenging at the start because you have to think about the tempo, so the speed, 3 to 1. You have to think about your breathing, you have to think about your back, you have to think about everything else. It will come easier with time, I promise you. You will get to a stage that you don't even think about it, it just comes natural. But it's something that you have to be conscious about if you want to improve your technique. And this is exactly where you should be stopping roughly. It's going to be different for everyone because we have different body types, different heights, different everything. For me, that's exactly where I stop. And that's where I will suggest roughly that you stop. So it's in between my knee right here, my ankle right here. I'm stopping with the bar, somewhere in between the two, okay? We don't want to go too low because what's going to happen? Exactly, that's going to put too much pressure on your lower back. You're going to start rounding your lower back. That's something we're trying to avoid. You want to stop right there because you can see that my back is nice and straight. I'm protecting my lower back. I'm stretching my hamstrings, my glutes, and I'm doing the right thing for this specific exercise. So you stop right there in the middle, and then on the way up, you want to go a little bit faster, so 1 second up, and you also want to stop right there. You don't want to squeeze your glutes all the way at the top. We want to avoid that. You don't have to squeeze them. We want to protect our lower back. So stop right there, also in the middle, so your hips, your knees, you want to stop somewhere in the middle, and that's going to help you not just to protect your lower back, but also to keep the tension on the working muscles. So your glutes and your hamstrings right here. And then you just do the same thing however many reps you have. The stance is the main thing. Get your stance right. Get your tempo right. So 3 seconds on, 1 second down, 1 second up. Keep the barbell pretty close to your body throughout the movement. Stop right before the plates touch the ground. Before you start running your lower back, keep your back nice and straight. Go up for 1 second. Don't squeeze your glutes at the top. Keep the tension on your working muscles, and you want to stop right there. And then just repeat the movement. Once you complete all your reps, then you're done and you can rest. Now, you probably heard the term hinge from the hips when you go down. You've seen probably all over social media. But what does hinging with the hips actually means? When you think about hinging, just think about my upper body. It's not really doing anything, but my lower body, it's doing all the work. So when we're hinging, we're pushing the hips back, and the upper body is just going with the flow pretty much. So you're pushing your hips back, you're stretching your hamstring, and you're performing the movement. Think about that there's something behind you. Let's say there's a wall behind you. You want to push your hips against the wall. Exact same movement that we're trying to do. And last but not least, the breathing, okay? How do we breathe? When do I inhale? When do I exhale? When I do this one. With this, it's also gonna be tricky just because it's something that you have to be very conscious about. It will get better with time. But the main thing I want you to remember with this one, when you are up here, you wanna inhale, okay? When you're going down, you wanna be holding your breath. Hold your breath. That's gonna really help you control the movement. When you're coming up, you want to exhale through your mouth. So when you're inhaling, when you're up and inhaling through your nose, hold it, 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 and then exhale. Inhale, hold it, exhale. Okay. So at the top, inhale, going down, hold it, coming back up, exhale. And that inhalation, exhalation is really going to help you, give you that power so you can lift the weights and perform the movement the whole time. So that's pretty much everything. It's all about just those little things that will help you improve your technique, help you make things better. So with time, you can lift heavier, feel better, and get the results that you want. Start light, don't go too heavy, work on your technique first, and then worry about the weight. And if you like this video, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and also comment down below which other exercise or exercises you are struggling with so I can help you with this.